And as you can see, you can switch to your vocals, and you can also get out of here and just talk on it if you want to. But you switch this knob here, acoustic guitar, vintage channel. Y'all hear that? Ooh, vintage, real vintage. The sky starts to crumble and fall on my head. You're there, you're there. Sounds good, real fat too. And so you have control of your gate right here. You see, you hear all of that. That's really cool. Audio test, audio test, audio test, audio test, audio test, audio test, audio test. We want to make sure that we are getting a good clean signal. So let's stop, check, check, check. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my home studio. I am Archie Beats and I am here to help. And today we have a special guest. The name looks familiar, but I promise you, you've never seen this on my channel before because we talked about the microphone version of this, a USB microphone version of this earlier this year. Today we are reviewing the Presonus Revelator io24. Let's go. So earlier this year, we had the Presonus Revelator microphone, which was the first of its kind. It's a USB microphone and it is awesome. It has great built-in effects, just a nice compact situation for any podcaster, any singer, any streamer, whether you're streaming games or you're streaming, doing live stream, vocal commentary. The Presonus Revelator is revolutionary. So they took it a bit farther. They actually created an audio interface version of that with a lot of more controls on board the faceplate. And it is kind of like front addressed and front face, but at the same time it's tilted, giving you like the desktop audio interface feel. So it's a revolutionary, cool looking device, and it's also convenient. So if you're standing up or if you're sitting down, you can actually see the front panel of the audio interface. And not to mention, it's actually really built just sturdy. It's built out of this like aluminum, so it's going to last a long time. Presonus does such a great job with audio interfaces, and you guys know every time I do my budget audio interface roundup, there's going to be a Presonus audio interface in there somewhere. And it's not because it looks cool, it's just the Presonus just sounds great, especially with the new X-Max preamps that's on board the audio interface. And they actually have the X-Max on board this one as well. So if you are a producer, singer-songwriter, podcaster, gamer, like I said earlier, someone is doing live streams, this will be a perfect audio interface for you. And it's in the budget price. It's not $500. It's not $1,000. It's $199 on Sweetwater. And speaking of Sweetwater, we would like to thank today's sponsor, which is Sweetwater Sound. For those of you who don't know, Sweetwater Sound is the largest music retailer in the United States with over 40,000 pieces of gear for you to choose from. Hey, so if you're a producer, singer-songwriter, rapper, podcaster, pro audio expert, engineer, they got something for you on there. And also, when you order anything on Sweetwater.com, you are assigned a sales engineer who helps you all the way. They send you emails, they check on you. They give you basic getting started things with your whatever device you purchase. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to them at any time. So that's another great plus why you want to purchase from Sweetwater, because they don't just assist you from when you check out with the cart. They follow you on your creative journey. Also, if you're interested in anything that you've seen in my home studio, be sure to check the description below. I have everything listed down there on Sweetwater.com and other gear that could possibly help you on your creative journey. And remember, I don't talk about any gear unless I've used it before and I have some field knowledge on it. I've worked with it before. I just don't mention products unless I've worked with it before. So you guys can check out everything down there and I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you won't miss another video. Thank you. One thing that I always do is I always plug the audio interface directly into the camera, use one microphone, no preamps, no post-processing, because I just want you guys to hear exactly how it sounds right out of the box. And you guys are listening to it now. You're listening to it work. You're listening to the X-Max preamps. You're listening to just everything, just a simple, XLR from Mogami, the TLM 103 going directly into the audio interface and going directly into the camera. So you guys can get a realistic, idea of how this audio interface sounds. So really quick, let's talk about what's in the box. First of all, you get the box and you get the cable. You get a USB-C cable and you get a very cool You don't see these that much anymore. Stretched out, like for a foldable manual that comes with it, that is extremely convenient, because nowadays you have to go online and search everything, but it actually comes with the audio interface itself. And this is pretty much it: the cable, the manual, the audio interface, and that's it. It's not a lot in the box. You do get tons of software and plugins that actually comes with the audio interface itself. For example, what they include in the package is, first of all, you get Studio One Artist, which is awesome. So you have a DAW right there. You have Ableton Live Lite, which is a DAW, and you have the Studio Magic plugin suite with tons of plugins. Also, it comes with the Brainworks Opto Pre. I actually use that. It comes with the ambient reverb and with Lexicon MXP I reverb. You also get like the SPL Attacker. I use that as well in my mixes. So you get a bunch of cool stuff that comes in here, and you also get mag stuff, or MOG, however you want to pronounce it, which is really cool. So what Presonus have to say about it, some of the key features, is that it has 2 inputs and 2 outputs. And as you guys can see right here on board, it's right at the front, the 2 inputs, the 2 outputs. Also, you have 2 preset buttons right there. So for example, if I want to play around and do something pretty cool, I can turn to an Android. You see, I literally turn to an Android by hitting the button. So if you are a podcaster and you're doing something live, you can kind of program the actual presets buttons to, you know, quick triggers real quick. But yeah, it also comes with X-Max L preamps, which provides clear and plenty of headroom for onboard this audio interface. The onboard DSP customizes your signal as well, and as you guys can see, as a professional design preset, which gives you great quality sound in an instant. You guys just heard, I can do reverb, we can do guitar, we can do distortion, we can do whatever we want to do, filter. I'm gonna show you guys the actual on-screen universal control, so you guys can see you can control things from the audio interface, but on the actual universal control, you can control it a lot. You can go deeper with your input, so you can control your inputs, outputs, everything just by pressing this audio interface and pressing buttons and triggering things right on board this audio interface. The next thing you have, you can stream, mix, and configure the audio interface to stream with a single click, which is really cool, and includes 2 stereo loopback channels for streaming and gaming. Great. And here's a great part that I love about it. It also comes with a MIDI I/O. Now, if you have a synthesizer, or if you have a sound module that you want to record and you want to control from the audio interface, it actually has the ability to, you know, for you to be able to use that. A lot of audio interfaces does not come with the MIDI I/O, which I'm upset about, because you guys see I have a lot of MIDI instruments. I have a lot of keyboards. I have classic Proteus 2000s and MoFats and stuff like that. So this audio interface is great for when I'm on the road and I just want to take a few of my sound modules and synthesizers with me. Another impressive thing is the screen up front, which is like, I have great metering on here. I love the fact that I have meters on the front panel of my audio interface, not just some LED indicator, but an actual screen, so I can see what I'm doing and I can actually see what I'm selecting, and I can actually have an indicator. It has wireless control, wireless control provided by a free UC Surface 2 app. It's for iOS and Android, so you can control the audio interface wirelessly. My only quarrels with it is the headphones out. It's at the back. That's my only, you have one headphone out. Those are my only quarrels with this audio interface, but other than that, it's built great. It sounds great. You know what? Let me go ahead and show you guys how the on-screen universal control looks, so you can control your audio interface from your actual computer. Let's jump on. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna see the universal control load up, and you just click the actual, who's text? So first thing you want to do is you see the universal control pull up. You see down here the Revelator io24. You want to click that, and then you're going to pop on this screen right here. And as you can see, I already have it on the preset, phantom power. You see we have our gang switch right here. That's probably a little bit too high. And we have over here your hotkeys. You have space overload. Remember, the Revelator microphone is exactly the same. This is broadcast. Let's switch to vocal real quick. That's acoustic guitar. And as you can see, you can switch to your vocals, and you can also get out of here and just talk on it if you want to. But you switch this knob here, acoustic guitar, the vintage channel. Y'all hear that? Ooh, vintage, real vintage. The sky starts to crumble and fall on my head. You're there, you're there. Sounds good, real fat too. So basically what you guys just saw I hit the reverb right here, and that can crank the reverb up. You're actually sending it to an auxiliary track for your reverb right here, which is built in, and I have it set to medium size. You see all of that, but these are all your channels here. And on each channel strip, you have control of the gain, phantom power, reverb. Then, of course, you have your fader right here and your meters right here. And then right here, we went over there a little earlier. This right here is your preset selector, this little knob right here. And then right here is your fat channel, pretty much. You have your high pass right here. You can go in and look at it a little different. So basically, you can go through the compressor, the EQ. You can power them off and on. And see, you have control of your gate right here. You see, you hear all of that. That's really cool. You hit that, and then it goes back out. Then your high pass is here. You have 40, 80, 160. Then you have your gate. Of course, you can do low, moderate. These are just basic presets, comp, compressor, high. So simple, so easy. EQ, and you can deselect any of these at any given time if you don't want it. You don't want to utilize it. And voice right here. You hear that? It goes in there, voice. The preset of your voice, reflection. We're gonna unselect that because it just sounds crazy. But I like the way this fat channel sound. And then over here you have your record, your loop back 2, your reverb. Of course, everything you can see down here is labeled. It's really simple, y'all. You have your main faders right here, your stream mix right here, main out, phones, headphones. I can crank that up right here. Blend, like this is so easy to operate. And once again, you can click here. And you can go through and just set each individual controls the way you want to set them. And you can go through right here, whatnot. And then up here are your settings. You can put your pressure button mode, output. You can just do pretty much everything you need to do. And without being recall right there, store. You don't have to be intimidated by this stuff, man. There's a lot of simple, easy to work materials and tools out there, and this is one of them. The Revelator IO is awesome. Like I said, I love playing around with the microphone, and now they've created the audio interface version of the Revelator, which is the Revelator io24, and it is amazing. Utilize these tools. They're fun to work with, and you can create some amazing stuff. You hear it, it makes my voice, and like there was no auto-tune or anything like that. It just sounds great. It's fun to play with, and y'all check it out. So I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. This is a great audio interface, whether you are a gamer, a beginner, a professional, a singer-songwriter, a whatever you are. This audio interface is a great fit, especially if you are on a budget. It sounds great. It's built tough. It has great ventilation on the side. Do an awesome job when it comes to any device that they drop. They take their time to build it. You can definitely tell they're not just throwing things on the market, which I actually love. Even I forgot to mention, I love this lit ring around the actual control here. This can control your inputs and your outputs, which is really cool. If you guys are interested in this audio interface, please check the description below. I have it listed down there. And if you guys have any questions about the audio interface, or you have any questions about Sweetwater, please comment below. You guys are absolutely awesome. Don't forget to be great and create. That's what this is for. Just create. You guys are my family. Let's keep this audio ecosystem going. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Archie Beats with a Z. You guys are absolutely awesome. This is your boy Archie Beats, and I'm signing off.
Archie Beat on the beat. Yeah.